Orla, I previously raised the issue of the the compensation bill, which is before the House for consideration, and I want to inquire as to whether or not it is likely to come before the House in early date.
Crowe.
Care packages. I think there's a crisis right across the country, but in many cases families are being allocated hours, but there's no funding to follow up on those hours. I'm told, and maybe I'm misinformed, that there's a money package going to be agreed in relation to the extension on this. Can the Minister or the Taoiseach reply? It's a crisis out there. I'm dealing at the moment with a family that's, the woman is in her mid-90s. The family have taken her home. She's entitled to 23 hours home care. She needs 24-hour home care, but the woman wanted to go home and die in her own home. There is no funding available at the moment, even though she's been allocated the hours in that case. It's sad, but I'd say that can be replicated right across your own constituencies and right across the state.
Deputy McConalogue, finally.
Thank you, Corla. It's a question to the Taoiseach. And Taoiseach, I hope you enjoyed your steak last night. And that it fortifies you for your role as an ambassador for the Irish meat sector and increasing exports abroad. But my question relates to your comments last night in relation to asking for support for our beef sector and for agricultural sector in the event that there is a hard crash out in Brexit. And I would put it to you, Taoiseach, that it's too late to ask once we have the hard crash out. We need to be prepared in advance. Unfortunately, it seems to be the case that we don't have those contingencies ready to go at this point in time. And could you maybe elaborate in terms of what you have asked for and if there's agreement from that for Europe, and indeed if we actually are in a position to provide the support that's going to be required in the event of the worst coming to pass, which we, of course, we hope to avoid. Thank you.
Who's taking those questions now? Mr. Creed.
Deputy, Count Corley, I'll take the latter question from Deputy McConalogue. As the Deputy is aware, under the Common Agricultural Policy CMO regulations, there is provision for exceptional aid, and we have engaged with the Commission about exceptional aid that would be necessary in the event of a disorderly Brexit threatening our market access. And from our engagement with the Commission, we are satisfied that that exceptional aid provision under emergency or under the CMO regulations would be available to us. However, we are not clear yet as to what shape or form the UK's departure may take, and until that is clarified and the subsequent actions by the UK, that cannot be invoked.
On the matter of the Garda compensation scheme and a revised scheme there too, I wish to advise Deputy Durkan that matters are proceeding. However, it's unlikely that we'll be in a position to proceed by way of legislative change this term. I would be happy, however, to speak directly to Deputy Durkan, and I acknowledge his interest in this matter.
Home care packages, who's Taoiseach?
There's been a very substantial increase in funding for home care packages for 2019, so I don't know. I'm fortunately unable to answer Deputy's question other than in that way, but if he wants to provide me more details, or perhaps the Minister for Health, I'm sure we can give him a better answer.